We're with Clay Pottorff, the Belle Fourche High School boys basketball coach. And Clay, since the Christmas break, you guys doing pretty good.
Yeah, we've been playing some pretty good basketball. We started with Lemon and New Underwood on our first weekend back and played a tough Lemon team and ended up winning by about 13. It was a back and forth game. They're a really tough, hard-nosed team that gets after you, and I'm glad we showed a little bit of grit and grinded that one out. And then the next night we played New Underwood and we were really sharp and just kind of took care of business. Then we hit a 3-game stretch where we played St. Thomas More, Red Cloud, and Spearfish. So three strong teams. Mm-hmm. Played really well in the first quarter against STM. Then their pressure kind of wore us down. We got punched in the second quarter, and then by the time we kind of got up from that punch, we were down about 15 or 17 and just kind of fighting to get back into that one. Red Cloud had them on the ropes, man. Played really well in the first half. We're up 10 at halftime, and then we came out, and Red Cloud's a program that's used to winning, and they're going to do things that get it done and get a win even when they maybe aren't playing their best basketball. And they came out in that third quarter, knocked down a couple of threes, turned up the heat on us pressure-wise a little bit, and we just got out of what we were doing in the first half, and they took advantage of that. Then we went down to Spearfish that next Tuesday and once again kind of had them on the ropes, did some really good things. We had the lead in the second quarter. We had the lead in the third quarter. Then that fourth quarter came around and they knocked down some big shots, and we just didn't kind of rise to the occasion at that point. So that was a tough 3-game stretch, but then we've been on a little bit of a bounce back here these past 3 games. We went over to Wright, Wyoming, and really played really good defense. We held them to 12 points and really got out in transition and got a lot of easy looks. So that got our confidence rolling a little bit. And then last Friday, went down to Hot Springs and kind of did the same thing to them, locked them up pretty well, held them to 21 points, and we were getting out in transition pretty good. And then Saturday, a tough Bowman County team from North Dakota came down, and they were 9-1 at the time. Another back-and-forth game similar to kind of the Lemon game. Mm-hmm. And we made some plays in the third and fourth quarter and kind of stretched the lead to 12. It was a much closer game than a 12-point victory, but I was glad that we made some plays down the stretch and stretched it to 12.
When the team gets down, what do you tell them? How do you get them up?
You know, that's a tough one, and I'm trying to find the magic recipe for that still. But just tell them that to believe in what they do and get back to doing what we do best is really the biggest thing. Sometimes when we get down, we try and do too much, and we try and make up for what got us down. But what we really need to do is just buckle down and get stops and do what we do well offensively. So that's the major thing that we focus on.
Speaking of defense and offense, who are your leaders?
Kelby Olson is leading us right now offensively with about 17 points per game and 6 rebounds a game. He's doing really well. Colby Nowajeski is also playing really well for us. He has about 9.5 points a game, and he's averaging about 5 assists a game. So a really good playmaker for us. Aiden Giffen's coming along inside as a sophomore. He's playing really well, averaging about 9 points and 7 rebounds, playing really strong. Brexton Garza and Tate Larson are also playing really well for us. And we got some guys coming off the bench. Keaton Benson, Jackson Tyndall, Lanfear, and Logan Goder's really giving us some good minutes off the bench as well.
I know you got Hardin County coming up. Who else?
We play Lee Deadwood at home tomorrow. That'll be a tough game. They're athletic. They like to zone you a lot and see if they can get you out of rhythm. So we're going to have to penetrate that zone, really get it inside, look to the short corner, and see if we can get some easy ones early to get us some rhythm. So we have Lee Deadwood tomorrow. Then we go up to Hardin County, and that's going to be a tough one. They're playing some pretty dang good basketball this year. They played Bowman County to a 3-point game a couple of weeks ago, and they knocked off Rapid City Christian in overtime in a barn burner. I haven't got the film on that one yet, but it was 90-89. So Hardin County can put the ball on the bucket, so hopefully our defense, which has kind of been our strength this year, keeps us rolling into those 2 games this week.
Clay, this is your first time on Black Hills TV, and what a thanks.
Thank you very much. Good to be on with you.